Hi. मैं यही आधा लाइन को मैं रिपीट करने वाला हूँ. See if you can spot any difference. Okay. I'll repeat this once again. The second time that I played, I will repeat that. Not the first time. First time was absolutely plain. I hope you've noticed the difference. Now we'll go into the main topic. Okay, in this segment we will see, we just saw, bending का एक example with a chromatic harmonica. यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे in this particular short segment we will see what is bending and why bend notes. Now, what is bending? It is just controlling the volume of air. Say when you draw. Now, in re I'm drawing. So I was trying to change the inflow of air and it did change the pitch. Correctly change हुआ कि नहीं हुआ वो तो अलग बात है. The first part में you just saw that I tried and changed the frequency in two places. Now, so that is bending. You control the intake or outflow of air, whether it's a draw bend or blow bend, whatever. And then with that control, you have to practice a lot. You get a chord note. Suppose it's D is a draw. Okay. आप उसको कंट्रोल करके you can bring it down to C sharp. ठीक है. So that is bending. Why bend? Well, there are two reasons. Diatonics में you bend generally क्योंकि because of blues, jazz, the music, and because you do not have all the notes. The typical diatonic is Richter tuned, and obviously you don't have एक ही octave आपको मिलेगा जहाँ पूरा सरगम, and then you will not have those sharps and minors. तो उसका लिए आपको बेंड करना पड़ेगा. So ये एक वजह है. मगर क्रोमैटिक हार्मोनिका में आप बेंड करते हो. हम लोग बिकॉज वी प्ले हिंदी म्यूजिक, बॉलीवुड सॉन्ग, तो हम लोग बेंड, तो बेंडिंग इज लाइक एन अलंकार on a chromatic this thing, or for that matter even diatonic. But diatonic is much more challenging. But in a chromatic harmonica you can bend, as you saw in the first segment. Okay, mostly you are going to play plain with some tremolo effect. This is typical. Then suddenly you do वही line कहीं you put this as an alankar. I've exaggerated it. Too much of that bend is not good. But yes. हल्का सा touch, like a touch note, touch effect. The chromatic में like a touch note. यहाँ that continuity is there. It works like an ornamentation and alankar. Okay, so what is bending? Why bend? Different reasons for bending, diatonic different reason, and chromatic different reason. We'll go over to the third segment of this video. Bear with me, please. Hi. So this is the third and the last segment of note bending. That is part 1. Part 2 will contain, how to bend, what are the mouth organs which you can use to bend, okay, and of course more about this note grabber, note generator, and finally hopefully a tuner which I'm developing. Now, एक टूल आपको ज़रूरत होगा टू चेक वेदर आप नोट ठीक से बेंड कर पा रहे हो कि नहीं, ठीक है. So I thought of developing my own tool to be on the safer side. Okay. Now, what logic I've used, I mean, the saying, like you can use FFT, you can use yen. I've gone in for yen, supposed to be more perfect. I have also concentrated because I've seen differences, in sample rate for the higher frequencies. So I've used, but all these things I'll explain in the second part of bending. आज हम लोग खाली देखेंगे बेंड कर पा रहे कि नहीं, वो नोट पे आ रहा है कि नहीं. सा, रे, and then the कोमल. Okay, D flat. Okay, let's start. Record हो रहा है? हाँ, हो रहा है. Okay. C, lower C. It should be around 261.63 as you see. Mouth organs are slightly higher tuned, so it might be 262. Let's see. Yes, C2. Now Re. 293, which is also okay. Now I'll play C, D and C sharp or D flat. C, D and D flat. Okay. Okay. So you could see that I played C, D and then fluctuated between D and C sharp, D and C sharp. Now that's bending. I could hit the right note. Okay. Kitna sense ka difference hai, all those things we'll get into the next part. Okay. So now I'll change the sequence. I'll play C, C sharp and then D. All on key of C. I've kept the slider pressed because it's a reverse slider KB12. Sorry. So I've done a lot of sequence C, C sharp, D, D, C sharp, C. Okay. So यहाँ पे actual frequency हमको दिखा रहा है. It more or less matches with the note generator and it is correct. You can be rest assured. For the higher frequencies, there will be a slight difference. That is the reason why I've kept all these sample rates. Anyway, that we'll see in the next part. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.